What's up, fellow pilots? It's Caleb here from Air 101. Have you ever wondered how to protect yourself when storing somebody else's aircraft in your hangar? Well, let's talk about it. Here are 3 major mistakes that hangar owners make when storing third-party aircraft in their hangar. And please note that hangar owners usually make these mistakes because they don't truly know what they need when they're storing somebody else's aircraft in their hangar. And that's why I wanted to make this video today, to be able to help you out as a hangar owner. So let's jump straight into it right now. Number 1, hangar owners usually forget to create a waiver form and then have the individual that wants to rent the hangar space sign it. If you plan on storing third-party aircraft in your hangar, you'll want the aircraft owner to sign a form waiving their rights to sue you if anything happens to them, their friends, family, or aircraft, etc. while they're in your hangar or while their aircraft is in your hangar. There are some templates that you can find online that can help you get started with this waiver form, but I recommend that whatever form that you create, that you review it with a lawyer. Number 2, make sure that the aircraft owner has and maintains full coverage on their aircraft, or commonly known as all-risk flight and ground coverage. And then have yourself as the hangar owner or your company that owns the hangar be named as an additional insured on that individual's aircraft insurance policy. Here's a common wording that I see most of the time that is usually approved by the aviation insurance company and can be added usually at no extra cost or very little additional premium. So I'm throwing it up on the screen here so you can take a look at it. Your name or company that owns a hangar as an additional insured with respect to liability, including a waiver of subrogation with respect to hull. In order to make sure that this wording actually works, you really need to make sure that the aircraft owner has all risk flight and ground coverage and has this wording on their policy. By having this wording on the aircraft owner's policy, it basically means that if, for example, the hangar itself was to collapse on the individual's aircraft, their insurance company is going to then try to most likely either fix the aircraft or replace the aircraft for that individual. And then afterwards, normally if they did not have this wording on there, they would try and sue you as a hangar owner. But by having this wording on there, it actually takes the right away from the insurance company to sue you afterwards to get their money back. These 2 options are very inexpensive and are a great way to help protect you as a hangar owner. Now, if you really want to protect yourself, then I recommend that you do option number 3. Now, the first 2 options are great and should protect you most of the time. But here's option number 3 that most hangar owners don't know about. Number 3, you can buy hangar keeper's liability for third-party aircraft that you don't own but are in your care, custody, and control. Basically, hangar keeper's liability will help protect you in the situation that we already talked about, where if the hangar collapses and destroys that aircraft, then the individual's aircraft insurance tries to fix the aircraft or replace it. And then afterwards, if they manage to try and sue you, this is where this type of coverage would most likely kick in and pay out the loss and help protect you in this type of situation. Honestly, if every hangar owner knew about these 3 options, always having the waiver form filled out and signed, making sure that the individual that wants to rent the hangar space has all risk flight and ground coverage on their aircraft and has you named or your company named as an additional insured, including a waiver of subrogation on their policy, as well as buying hangar keeper's liability coverage. These 3 things will truly help protect you when storing third-party aircraft in your hangar. Now, some people say that option number 3 is a little bit too expensive. Now, if you think about this, people are always looking for hangar space to rent for their aircraft. And if you're willing to rent space to that individual, usually they don't mind helping contribute to this policy by adding a little extra on their monthly rent for renting your hangar space. Now, if you want to know more about what hangar keeper's liability is and what it truly covers, then you should watch this video right here. Stay up to date with your coverage, stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.